Welcome everybody. It's finally here upon us. Turkey season 2020 is here. It's our second turkey trek series coming at you, and it starts right now. And the video is going to start right now. I just wanted to say a couple things. First of all, welcome. If you are new to the channel, thanks so much for stopping by. We're so glad that you would take the time to click on the video, to watch the video. If you haven't, please consider subscribing down below, clicking those bell notifications, you know, all that good stuff. In all seriousness, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Welcome to our channel. Welcome to the Turkey Trek series, and we're excited to bring it to you. This is the 2020 Kentucky Youth Turkey season, and this video is split up into 2 days. Me and my buddy Joe and his son Seth have some amazing hunts. We have turkeys both days in spitting distance from us, and it is amazing. I'm not going to give away all the details. You can watch and see, but it was an amazing hunt. Great experiences shared. We experienced the highest of highs and the lowest of lows with hunting, and it's just it was a roller coaster of a weekend, that's for sure, and we hope you enjoy it. Also, I wanted to say this. In a couple weeks, April 18th, regular season starts with us. So there's going to be tons more content coming your way in this series, and we're excited to bring it to you. And I do want to take this time to quickly apologize for one thing. We got these new mics, these little wireless mics here, and unfortunately, there's a couple clips where my gain was turned up a little bit too high, and so it kind of peaks out, and there's kind of poor audio quality. I think overall these are going to be a game changer and improving the audio for you, the listener. But there is a couple clips as we're learning and figuring these things out that's a little bit, the gain was too high, so I apologize for that. Hopefully it's not too much of a distraction for you. Thanks so much again for checking out the video. We hope you enjoy it. Without further ado, here we go. There's the man of the hour. Give us your thoughts on today's circumstances.
Well, I just hope we go get us turkey.
That's pretty much it.
That's profound, man.
What do you say? How are you, Bubby?
Well, I'm pretty good. How are you? We're gonna shoot a turkey right in the face today.
That's the goal.
Right in the
We blind Joe right when he's
right in
pulling
the
out.
face. Be sure to do it so I get the T-bone right here.
We got a bird down this holler. Go get set up. Alright guys, so our first setup was a bust. We had turkeys gobbling early just below us, and he gobbled, he answered us a few times, but he never seemed too interested. Yeah, so that being said, we're gonna change it up. We're gonna go down to his level, gonna go down out past him. He was down here. We're going to go out this way and cut down and circle back and see if just changing positions maybe sparks him up again. It's a absolutely beautiful morning, good and quiet, and so I'm not seeing any tracks on this road either, which is discouraging, but we will see. Alright guys, we got a turkey. We come down. We're on this logging road. We got lower. And the turkey's gobbling right at this point, just across this valley. So we're going to try to get out there as close as we can to it and get it set up. It's going to be good. So, tell us what happened there.
Well, a whole bunch of nothing. We got on a gobbler, but he's with some hens, and he's not gonna come to us when he's got some with him. I'm gonna take this opportunity to show you proper stalking. I'm gonna take this opportunity to show you proper stalking. Watch this.
What do you think, bud?
I guess it's been a workout getting through all this.
Yeah, it has. So the bird's gobbling up on top. He's not budging. So I think to kill this turkey, we're gonna have to put some work in. So we're gonna back the way we came, go all the way down. So the turkey's up here. We're gonna go down the holler, up around that side, and come around on top. Because I think if we keep going forward, it's so open in here that we could bump him. So I think that's our safest bet. If we can get into his bubble, I think we can cause him to budge. You just listen to me, okay, bud? Just listen to me. You see him right there at the main top of the hill, Seth. But look at the main. Don't shoot. See him fanning. No, look at the main top of the hill at the point. You'll see him moving. Okay, you just stay right on him. Just stay right on him. I still see him. Just be patient, okay? Can you see him good, Seth? You see him there, Seth? That's pretty awesome, man. Just keep right on him. Just keep an eye on him. He'll come in a minute. Just keep an eye on him. You still see him, Seth? Okay, keep an eye on him. buddy. I see them. They're walking toward us, okay? Okay, look to your left. They're coming right at you. Look to your left. They're coming. Get ready. Don't shoot till I tell you. Get your safety off. Get your safety off, Seth. Don't put your finger on it. Just wait. Just wait. Don't move. Don't move. Wait till I tell you. Get your cheek on the gun. Get your cheek on the gun. Are you aiming at him? He's gonna come up to those decoys, okay? Just wait till I tell you. When he comes up the hill, do you see him? Get on him. Shoot him whenever you can. Shoot him, Seth. Shoot him, Seth. Shoot him. Shoot him. Shoot him, bud. You missed him. There he is. Make sure you aim at him good. Aim at him good, okay? Just wait. Get on his head. Get on his head. Whenever you're ready, bud. You got this. Out this window. Look out this. Get your gun out this window. Get your gun out this window. Right there he is. Wait. Go back to this window. He's coming back. Get your gun on him. You gotta get on him quick and shoot him, Seth. Okay. Get on him quick. It's okay, bud. What's that stinking? He was 5 feet from us. They're still right there, Seth. They don't know what happened, buddy. You gotta calm down. You gotta calm down, okay? It's okay. Everybody misses. I missed one last year. Same thing happened to me. I see him, bud. He's just easing down the hill. He's still right there. What's up, guys? So, we have just had the best turkey hunt I've ever been on. We started out this morning on one ridge, had turkeys gobbling around. Nothing happened. They shut up, so we circled around, got on their level. We heard the turkeys that came in. We heard what we thought him. Ended up being, there was at least 2 gobblers, and he ran one off earlier, so possibly even 3. I don't know. Could have been 3 or 4 turkeys, and we heard more around us. We heard this guy up here where we set up. And rather than going kind of straight at him, which in the past is probably what I would have done, I tried to think, okay, really strategically how to plan this. So we backed all the way out, went down this huge drainage, come up this steep side of this cliff, basically, and then worked in behind him and got set up. And we watched these turkeys strut at 80 yards for like, what, hour and a half, 2 hours?
2 hours at least.
And I kept thinking, man, eventually they're going to break off. And we kept calling, kept their interest, and sure enough, they broke off, 2 of them, and they came. How close did they came? They got Seth.
That's close for me to the camera right now. I mean, like 5-10 feet.
And what happened?
Well, I don't really like talking about what happened. I missed the shot. A little too high.
Yeah, that's what we're thinking.
I had a chance at the second shot, but I didn't think I had a clear one.
How you feeling, Dad?
Well, it sucks and it's awesome all at the same time, if that makes any sense, Hunting, you go 0 to 100 in a blink of an eye, Like you said, we set there. We had a great setup, Jeremy, we just bought this great blind. It's just kind of one that goes up in front of you. And we had a great setup, like in between a falling down tree. So, forever, like you said, they 75, 80 yards. They just kept strutting back and forth on this ridge. But there was a bunch of hens. Every time we call, we'd hear them call. It's like we were competing, with all these hens. And they finally broke away, but they came in so fast and called us. I was laying down, and I was afraid to raise up. I thought I'd mess up the shot, So I heard Seth shoot, and I raised up, and daggone, the turkey didn't come in closer the second time. And
But he was still kind of antsy.
he was nervous. You could tell he was, wondering what in the world was going on, And he was so close. I honestly think that kind of affected Seth's shot, and of course, I got tore up. I don't know. I don't even know what I said on that. We may have to even edit it out. I don't know. It wasn't nothing bad, but I was like, Seth, you don't even want to kill a turkey. He was out in front of us. I swear I could have hit it. I could have spit on it. You just get so tore up, man. But it was a blast. It really was. We're gonna come back tomorrow, and I hope the turkey has a good time today, because tomorrow it's over. But get outdoors, man. Spend time with your kids. This is why we do that. It's why I hang out with these guys. But we worked hard today, man. We have walked. I'll probably wake up in the middle of the night with cramps. We have walked our hind end off. Listen, we live in Clay County. This ain't Indiana. It's up one mountain, down another mountain. It's been tough, but that makes it even more rewarding. It was awesome. And Jeremy done a great job today. Was really patient. A lot of people would have cut and run on those turkeys because they would not come in. I'm not kidding. It's every bit of 2 hours. Thank God I had phone signal. I lay there and I text and surfed the web and everything else. But we'll come back tomorrow. Appreciate you guys, and tune in next one and see what happens.
Good morning, everybody. It is 4:56, and we are waiting on Seth and Joe. We got a little coffee made this morning, and I realized yesterday I had a little bit of audio issues. I had my gain turned way too high, and so sometimes it's peaking. So I want to test it out this morning a little bit. So day 2, we are going back to the same location. Even though we shot and missed yesterday, those birds did not. They didn't booger. They kind of stayed around. Even when they were leaving, they were still gobbling. They weren't spooked. They didn't see us. So I think even though there was a little bit of chaos there, I think they'll still be in that location. That main point has always been historically, as you saw yesterday, basically just a zone for turkeys. They use that ridge line, and basically there's like probably a 60 yards little area there where they just walk backwards and forth. And so we're going to go back in there to that ridge. It's a big saddle, essentially, is what it is. That ridge top, tons of acorns and everything else. So we're going to go back there and see how it works. We're going to set up. Our blind's already there. We left it up. We're already set up. We're going to sneak in there this morning and see what happens. So hopefully we can get another opportunity. Yesterday was an amazing hunt, and I apologize for any off-camera issues or things like that. I tried to set the camera up and push record and just leave it. I was right in Seth's ear, basically just trying to coach him and guide him, as I wanted to be focused on him and not the camera necessarily. So anyway, thank you for watching, we'll see you guys probably in the woods here in a few minutes. So see ya. They're gobbling just where we thought they'd be. They're just at this ridge. Seth, my main man. We got Joe back there behind us. And, man, it's going perfect this morning, guys. Everything we anticipated is coming to life. We have these same birds that were with us yesterday that roosted just off this ridge down in the next little, I don't know if they roosted on the point or just the other side of the point, but it sounds like they're working their way up just like they were yesterday. Joe's being eaten up by something. We had a jay gobble down there this morning too. And man, I've been light calling this morning, just purring, raking leaves, little yelp. I've done a fly down cackle this morning just to let the turkeys know we were here. He's still gobbling. I'm not saying much this morning, kind of giving him a silent treatment. He knows we're here, and I think they're going to work this way naturally. We're sitting where they want to be, so fingers crossed. Hopefully it works out for us this morning. What is it? Oh, there's a den or something there. You probably got freaking me. It's probably chipmunks under there or something.
It's scary.
Seth, what are your thoughts this morning, bud?
My thoughts are just get us a big turkey today. Just try to, hope everything goes to plan like it is right now. And let's see if I can get the shot today.
You'll get it. You got it, bud. You see him? Yeah, it's him. It's All right, guys, so in this clip here, you basically see the GoPro footage. I was focused on Seth the entire time, and I didn't really get the camera going. I didn't push record or anything. That's totally my fault. However, it happened real quick. We heard a hen cluck, and we look up, and all of a sudden, the same two hens that was with us, we think anyway, was coming down the hill along with a strutting tom and a jake, and they were coming straight towards us. And in this clip, again, we are looking at those turkeys. I'm talking to Seth, I'm getting them ready. They come up to us and they are perfect. Seth has his bead on there good, but the hens stay directly in front of this tom the entire time, and they did not give Seth a shot. And Seth decided not to take that shot and risk injuring or killing one of the hens, and so props to him on such an ethical decision to do that. And so at one point they come in front of us, and then they start to side hill below us around to a route. So we get up and we actually try to crawl to the crest of the hill and see if we can see them, but they'd already gotten behind us at this point. So it was, again, amazing experience. I apologize that I don't have clear video of that turkey, but just wanted to fill you in on what was going on during this clip. All right, guys, quick update. We got it with the GoPro, but not with this camera. But hens that came saw us, they worked off this direction, and there was a bird gobbling. I believe that they got up with that gobbler, and they come right down this hill straight in front of us. When they got up here, Seth had a perfect shot, except the hen was right in line with the gobbler. So he didn't take that shot, which was very smart. But he never did come up here completely. They worked around the edge, and we tried to crawl up just to where we could peek over, but they had already went behind us. Yeah, that was fun. What'd you think about that, bud?
That's wild. I wish that hen was just a little bit over. Would have knocked him out.
Yeah, that was. I'm glad you didn't shoot. That was a good call.
I mean, it's not over.
No.
What else do we gotta do today? Everybody's in quarantine, so we're gonna stay out here until we can get a shot at one.
It'll happen eventually, bud. All right, guys, I want to talk about we're getting ready to wrap it up. We got everything loaded up. Talk about strategy here for just a second. Up here, all down this ridge, this point is where turkeys strutted yesterday. And they hung around there for like 2 hours before finally breaking. They came into our setup right here and give us a shot. Today, they roosted out this way, just over the hill. And they gobbled and gobbled and gobbled, and they worked behind that point and around. And there's a bird gobbling here too, and eventually got up with hens this morning. The hens came to see us first. They got up with him, and they actually came back and came down this ridge. And unfortunately, didn't give us a shot without risking shooting another hen. So, and they worked off around us. So a couple things. Yesterday, I think the biggest thing we did is, one, we started over here on this ridge, and rather than coming straight at these birds, we came in behind them and got set up. And we could see them, and they kept talking to us. So the thing that we did right, I think, was just be patient. And eventually, they worked into us, give us an opportunity. Today, we actually called to and communicated with hens most of the day. And by keeping their interest and keeping them kind of, wondering what we were doing here, it actually caused them to, one, come see us, get a hen, and they actually work back this way. So, pretty interesting stuff. So, just a couple things. I think patience is the number one thing, the big takeaway, especially if you got, 3 guys, and if you're by yourself and you can go stealth mode, of course you can go after them and things like that. But for our situation, I think it worked out perfect. And playing the patience game really gave us a couple of good opportunities. And so, heck of a day, heck of a weekend. Wouldn't you say so?
Yeah, it's wild. I mean, from having some it's crazy because, 2 days in a row we've had some really close and really exciting encounters with the turkeys and the gobblers and all them. It's just it's real exciting. At this point we couldn't get one, but, season ain't over yet.
Part of it. What do you think, Joe?
Well, I just think it's important people know we're just, we don't have a farm. We're not feeding anything. We're just, which, a lot of people don't, but in the area we live in, it's very mountainous, really rugged. It's not easy hunting. You may have to go from a ridge top down, back up to another ridge top, and back over to another one. But considering all of that, we've had 2 very, very good days. So just please, it's just, there's, I'm not just saying this because we didn't kill one this weekend, but it really is, there's so much more involved. You hear pro teams say, well, if we don't win a championship, our season's a failure, but it's not true. If you've never made the playoffs and you made the playoffs, then your season was successful. So, we've learned. I think Seth's learned some things, and we got to interact with turkeys, and I think even learn a little bit more about them their behavior and picked up on some things. So, we're not losing, we're learning. So, appreciate it. It's been a great experience. Created some great memories with my two boys here. So, it's been a blast.
If you have a youth or know a youth, and you're not hunting, or you yourself are not hunting, in 2 days' time, there's been so many life lessons that Joe and I, along with Seth, have gotten to learn, from hard work to patience to the feeling of being on the mountain, really excited the turkey's coming in, to absolute devastation of a miss. There's just so many things that hunting provides that kind of teaches you about life. And you can't even explain it till you get out here and just do it. So I'd encourage you to get out in the woods. Start hunting. Take a youth hunting. It's good stuff.